I know, you're probably rolling your eyes thinking, what the hell do you know? You have no subscribers and this is your first video. Not quite, bring it back in. I'm stepping away from my old channel and this is a brand new one. I had this video after 1 month on YouTube that got me over 1,000 views, which I think is pretty good for 1 month in with barely any subscribers, and this one with over 11,000 views that really upped my subscriber count. But I made some pretty significant mistakes that as new YouTubers or small channels you might not have thought about. So I'm sharing my top 3 mistakes with you here today. Now, mistake number 2 and 3 could have been salvaged on that channel, but there was no coming back from mistake number 1, which is the reason I am here. So hi, I'm Emma. I'm ex-military gone skin tech. I'm from England, but I'm living in America for the next 3 years. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I have so much to talk about on my YouTube channel. But today, let's get straight into them mistakes. If you're in a similar boat to me, you have a new channel or you're completely new to this, you're putting yourself out there and you don't want to get hurt. It sounds like I'm giving relationship advice, you know what I mean. If you don't want to hurt your channel and yourself, I would definitely take note of these 3 things. And I'm going to mention something else at the end to avoid doing if you want to stay sane on your YouTube journey, because it is something that really did ruin my entire fucking day and it became kind of an addiction. Now, as an aspiring content creator, regardless of your niche, you have probably heard this saying: being cringe is a side effect of future success. Say it with me. Being cringe is a side effect of future success. Everybody that has made it, most people that have made it, have said this. But I don't know, I look back at my first couple of videos and my God, they are cringe, so cringe. But it was okay because I didn't know the people that watched it. If they were sitting around their kitchen table talking about me, I don't really care because I don't know them, they don't know me. And it's not going to come up at any family gatherings or on a friend's night out or at work with people sniggering. And that is what brings me to mistake number 1. Now, I'm not a YouTube guru, but I have watched the gurus, the experts, the Einsteins of YouTube. They give so much free advice, from setting up your channel, how to create decent thumbnails, and things to avoid doing. And they actually say all of the points that I'm about to mention, but for different reasons. So let me explain. Number 1, don't tell anybody about your YouTube channel. No family, no friends, nobody. The gurus say not to do this because family and friends might watch your videos or subscribe without genuine interest, inflating your views and subscriber count, which can negatively impact the YouTube algorithm's perception of your channel's performance. And let's be honest, we give our family and friends our channel and order them to subscribe to help the channel's subscriber count go up. My dad, my brother, my cousins are not interested in anything I put on YouTube because I tell them it all anyway. And as for my skincare content, they definitely don't care. And with all these random people subscribed, YouTube isn't sure who to push your content to. So you just need to let YouTube do its thing, let the algorithm work, and let it find your people. Now, these are obviously great points from the experts, but I'm not telling anybody about this channel because I get embarrassed and it makes me more cringe. I cannot and I will not embrace the cringe. Not yet anyway, I'm not ready. I would call my other channel a professional account. I don't talk about anything personal. I don't talk about myself at all. I'm very formal and nervous because I'm scared of the judgment and what people will say. So because I shared that channel with my family and friends a little bit later on, I'm not fully myself there anymore. I find it really hard. That's why I don't talk about myself. I just talk about the topic that I'm covering. Some people might not have this problem, which is fantastic, might not care what other people think about them, but I, unfortunately, am not one of these people. I don't mind what strangers think and say, to an extent, but to have old colleagues, friends, or family discussing my cringe is just a no from me. And actually, it makes me more cringe because I'm not myself, because in the back of my head, I'm thinking and I'm worrying about what they're thinking and saying about me. And as my brother pointed out to me yesterday, I talk with my presentation voice, and that is exactly what takes me to point number 2. Post that video. Don't keep putting it off. The gurus say just post it. You're scared, you're anxious, you think it looks rubbish, but just post it. Start the journey. 2025 is the year for YouTube, so they say. Again, great points. And uploading your videos is important because practice makes perfect. We know this with everything. In my previous job, I had to do a lot of public speaking, giving presentations. I have my presentation style down. I knew to hold something in my hand so it gave me something to focus on. I knew to look around the room but never into anybody's eyes or directly on somebody, because as soon as I locked eyes, that was it. The nerves would hit me 10 times harder. I know to make bullet points available for me to see in case I lose my trail of thought. So talking into a camera is completely different. You would think it would be easier because you're in your space by yourself, no one is looking at you. If you lose your trail of thought, you can just press pause. But it's actually harder. It's so unnatural. And for me, the presentation voice still comes on. It's kind of my default setting. But with anything, practice makes perfect. So keep filming, keep posting. Eventually, it's going to become a new learned skill. It's not natural speaking into a camera, not at all, but the more we do it, the more it will become natural. So don't torture yourself. Upload that video that you spent so long to make, and every time you make one, improve something each time. So don't make the mistake of just uploading and not improving anything. Each time work on something to improve. I made the mistake of just uploading and never really improving or changing anything. And no one is great when they first start out. There is always room for improvement, whether that be your talking style, thumbnails, or editing. Try something different each time to make each video better. And numero trois, number 3. Now this is a big one and it connects with number 2. The advice on YouTube is to be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistent. Stay consistent for your viewers. Post those videos. Keep it up at least 3 times a week. Show the algorithm that you're showing up. That's what they say. But I find this to be a huge mistake. Huge, because unless you have 0 commitments to life and all you have to do is YouTube, it's going to be impossible to create good quality content. Daily, every other day, or even 3 times a week is going to lead to burnout and pretty shit content. You need time to plan, film, check it, edit it. So whilst consistency is important, quality is more important. Quality over quantity. So if you're just starting out, I would say aim for 1 really good video a week. Then as you get better, increase this if you can. Be as consistent as you can be. And you can still be consistent just uploading a video once a week. You can choose the same day and time for every week. And then people watching your channel will become to know and expect a video on that day. You're building trust with your audience. And even though it is favoured to post more often for the algorithm, if you're posting utter rubbish to just get stuff out there, it's not going to pay off. Having a consistent weekly schedule is always going to be better than posting sporadically. So set yourself realistic expectations and build on it if and when you can. And this does fall back to point number 2 of just post that video. Yes, just do it. As you practice and post more often, it's going to get better, and you can look back on your older videos and see how much you have grown. But if you have literally nothing to talk about, you haven't had time to do your research, do your editing, or anything that you need to do to make that video good, and you're just posting for the sake of consistency, then you're just wasting your time and you're not going to be improving anything.
I don't feel like posting anything today, but I have to post something. Here is a photo of me smiling. That's it. See you tomorrow.
So then, they're my top 3 mistakes that I have made. But my final point, for the love of God, do not stalk the YouTube studio. I haven't seen any of the gurus mention this one, but after I uploaded my first video, the rest of my day was pretty bleak. I achieved nothing. I felt awful. I was a crazy person because every 5 minutes I was in my app checking for views or comments. I was just absolutely addicted to it, constantly wanting to know if anyone was watching it, and it ruined my entire day. And this became a habit for every single day. Every single video I uploaded, I was in there stalking the app. So after every upload, just move on. Go about your daily business. Don't check it every 5 minutes. If you stalk the YouTube studio, it's going to affect your day and become your new normal. Get used to just posting that video and moving on, because nothing productive can be gained through checking it every 5 minutes. Now, hopefully not everybody does this, but I was really bad at doing this. So moving forward, I will not be checking the app. So I really hope this helps my fellow newbies. We have got this. If you have any advice you want to share along with my top 3 things, let me know below. But I won't be stalking the app, so I won't be replying to you for a good few hours. I'm going to go and clean my house, much more productive. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.